Saint John of the Cross, originally named Juan de Yepes y Álvarez, was born in Spain in 1542 in the village of Fontiveros in the region of Castile. He lived at a time when Europe was undergoing religious reform, conflict within the Church, and an intense search for spiritual truth. John's childhood was marked by poverty and hardship. His father died when John was still very young, leaving the family to survive with very little. As a young man, he studied and entered the Carmelite order. He later became a priest, poet, mystic, and one of the most profound teachers of Christian spirituality. He worked closely with Saint Teresa of Avila, who sought to return Carmelite life to simplicity, prayer, and inner silence. Their reform also awakened fierce opposition. John was eventually imprisoned in Toledo, where he endured isolation, suffering, and spiritual darkness. Yet it was from within that darkness that some of his deepest wisdom emerged. John of the Cross did not speak of darkness as hopelessness. He saw it as a path on which the soul is purified of false security, desire, and attachment. In his teaching, a person does not find God by adding something more to themselves, but by releasing whatever stands in the way of love, silence, and truth. The spiritual teaching most closely associated with him is the dark night of the soul. It does not mean ordinary sadness or depression. It describes an inner passage in which the old lights go out so that a deeper light may gradually be revealed. Let us now listen to the thoughts of Saint John of the Cross on silence, suffering, love, and the dark night through which a person may journey toward freedom. God first reveals himself to those who seek him with pure love. The smallest degree of a pure conscience is more precious to God than all the works a person can perform. Deny your desires, and you will find what your heart longs for. One small act done in secret is worth more than 1,000 acts done for the sake of being seen. A soul that is not carried away by desire rises freely like a bird. Whoever clings to sweetness loses their freedom. Knowledge of God is received in divine silence. A soul set aflame by love is gentle, humble, and patient. Everything around us may change, so long as we remain rooted in God. What you seek most will be found in humility and the surrender of the heart. When evening comes, you will be examined in love. In times of distress, draw near to God with trust, and you will receive strength, light, and instruction. God reigns only in a peaceful and detached soul. Feed your spirit on God alone and carry peace and inner stillness within your heart. Keep a loving attentiveness to God without needing to feel or understand Him on your own terms. A soul that walks in love neither wearies others nor grows weary. The Word of God is spoken in eternal silence, and in silence the soul must hear it. Wisdom enters through love, silence, and self-denial. Love does not consist in feeling great things, but in great detachment. The purest suffering brings forth the purest understanding. The language God hears best is silent love. Guard the peace of your heart. Let no event of this world disturb it. Seek in reading, and you will find in meditation. Knock in prayer, and the door will be opened to you in silence. The further you withdraw from earthly things, the closer you come to heavenly things, and the more you find in God. The dark night of the soul is one of the best-known ideas in Christian spirituality. Yet many people do not know that it is particularly associated with the teachings of Saint John of the Cross. Today, the phrase is often used to describe a severe personal crisis, a time when everything seems to lose its meaning. But for John, the dark night of the soul was something deeper. It was a stage in which a person could no longer find God through emotion, certainty, or consolation. Everything they had previously relied upon began to fall silent. Yet this darkness was not abandonment, it was purification. A person had to release familiar beliefs, certainties, and self-will before a new dawn could appear. According to John, the soul passes through the night so that it may become free from its own desires, its false images, and its need for God to be experienced in a particular way. When the familiar light disappears, a person is forced to ask, do I love truth only when it comforts me and agrees with what I want? Or do I love truth because it is truth and not merely an image of truth created by the human mind? The dark night of the soul is not the end of the journey. It is a difficult path toward truth, freedom, and liberation from the illusions of the mind. And perhaps this is why the words of Saint John of the Cross still speak to us today. Darkness does not always mean that the light has disappeared. Sometimes it means that we are being prepared to see a light that is real and pure. True light can be found only by facing and accepting the darkness without running from it.